good afternoon, good night, whatever time you are watching. It is the best. Amen. Hey, I'm so glad you know what I'm about to say. I'm so glad you know it. That's my little thing now. Well, we're gonna get right into it. I missed you. It's been a couple days. Hey, listen, we finally hit 6,000 subscribers on the channel. I know it may seem small to some of y'all, like you got millions of followers, bro. It's big on YouTube to have 6,000 subscribers. I appreciate y'all, because y'all come back every time, every morning, and y'all just watch me and tune in, and y'all just want to learn, and I appreciate every single one of you. But today, listen, we're still in Galatians 5. We're still discussing the fruits of the Spirit. Listen, we only halfway in. Today's is about kindness. And it's probably one of the most overlooked fruits of the Spirit, but it's probably one of the most important fruits of the Spirit. So let's get into it. Galatians 5, verse 22 through 23. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against such things there is no law. Kindness. Man, this one I don't really, like I said, it's the most looked over one, because it's like, whatever, kindness. But I think it is the most important one, because it affects the ones around you. You know how I said, like, you gotta possess these things, but once you possess these things, they are going to be used for the people who are looking at you, looking at the body, looking at, you being made in the image of God. So kindness, I think I get tested with that every day. At my actual, full-time job, I work in urgent care, so I'm dealing with people in different attitudes every day, and it's so hard. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, it's so hard to be kind. It's so hard to, I'm a nice person, but I think in that environment it's very difficult for me to be who God has called me to be. Although God has called me to be who I am, regardless the environment, me with my worldly, how you say it, my worldly self. I'm not worldly, but my worldly self, it's hard for me to just show up every day just, no, I don't want to be where I am, and I know where I'm supposed to be, where I'm going to be. So it's like, okay, possessing kindness in a season that you don't feel as though you should still be in. Do I still show up with a smile on my face? Do I still treat people as human beings when I'm not being given the things that I want? Honestly, that's a selfish attitude, and I know I have to do better at that. But to truly be a kind person, it's overlooked. I have manners in this society. I open my girlfriend's door. I buy my girlfriend. I do all the things that are just a kind soul, a kind, sweet soul. And I don't go say, hey, I'm a kind person. No, you're gonna see by my actions I'm a kind person, right? But let's talk about the environment affecting that. Because some of us are in toxic environments, which depletes your kindness bone. Like, I'm not about to be kind in a toxic environment. That's not what I'm about to do. But the environment should not affect who you are. It should never change who you are. I get it, but it should never change who you are. But I can be honest that my kindness has changed due to the fact of me being in a waiting season for so long. I thought things would start moving for me in different ways, different facets. They haven't. So in terms of my kindness to other people hasn't been the best. I'm not saying I'm out here just cussing people out, but I haven't been the most. I have days where I'm like, okay, I'm good, I joke around, but other than that, bro, no, if people looked at me in public, they would know I'm that man of God that preaches on social media, and that such a loving boyfriend, just has a beautiful heart, because I walk around in those environments where God has called me to be right now in my current season, not the most energetic and happiest and kind person ever. I can't lie to y'all. I'm not worrying anymore, but at some point I get like, I'm still here. And this is me opening up about it. I have to do better at that, because I have to understand He has me in this season for a reason. And it's so, like I say, it's so easy to say these things, But to really apply yourself, apply these things to your life, it takes some time. It takes some time to think. It takes some time to take a step back outside of yourself and say, hey, this isn't about me. It's not about me. And I think about everything I may be experiencing, things I need to get done. It's like, hey, if I can't do it, I'm not gonna stress about it. It's out of my hands, out of my control. I can't do it. So why would I sit here and stress about it? Even if I got myself into the situation years ago and it's coming back around to get me, I can't stress about it because I can't change it. I cannot change the situation, so I will not stress about the situation. Because no matter what, the situation will get handled the way it's supposed to get handled. At the time it's supposed to get handled by the God it's going to get handled by. And that's it. Kindness. So how do you work that kindness bone? God's gonna put you in situations to work that kindness bone. He's put me in multiple situations at my job. He's leaving me at this job for a reason, for the time being. Hold on, I sneeze. Bless you. Thank you. He's leaving me at this job for this current season. Because you can pray for all of these fruits of the Spirit, and He's not going to give you every single one. Just, hey, here's kindness, here's gentleness, here's peace, here's joy. I think I said that in this peace episode. You're praying for peace, not knowing He's going to give you situations to gain that peace. He's not just going to hand you peace. So you're just, oh, I don't want to go through this. You pray for it. You ask for it. So now you got to steward it correctly. You got to get through it. You got to grow through it. You're not here to stay the same. You're not here to stay stagnant. We're here to grow. Here to grow. You're here to be stretched. So this week, think about better ways you can be kind. I'm talking to myself as well. Better ways you can show your heart. I think some of y'all have to understand, like, if a person doesn't love you, that should never change the way you love them. If a person isn't appreciating you, it should not change the way you appreciate them. It may change your proximity. Let me remove you from this close to me, but I still love you. I still appreciate you. Because the love that I gave you was a love that you needed. That's all I'm gonna say. So think about ways this week you can stretch that kindness bone. Recognize what God is using you to gain that kindness fruit of the Spirit. Right? And this, like I said, it's maybe the most overlooked fruit of the Spirit, but it's probably one of the most important fruits of the Spirit, due to the fact that people can see that. It's all in your grill. It's all in your grill. So there's no question today. I just want you to show. Remember this episode, I want you to show, because this is the most overlooked fruit of the Spirit. Show. This has to change. I'm not saying, but know that this has to show that God has it under control. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I'm a victim of this showing that I am afraid. I'm not afraid that God's not gonna come through. I'm afraid of how I'm gonna come through. But I'm getting better every day. I can't put too much pressure on myself. But I hope this talk helped. Even if it helped 5 people, it helped who needed the help. So have a blessed night, a blessed morning, a blessed day, and I will see you on another Daily Truth.